call. I can hear your voices calling me from a distant place, but I don't know what to do. Heed the call,
Welcome everyone to 2017 Blade and Soul World Championships 2017. We're going to be here once again, finishing off day 4, which is the quarterfinals. We're almost there to the very end of the finish. And we're going to be looking at last 4 teams to make sure we're going to have the finest 2 teams make it up to the semifinals for tomorrow. We already have 2 teams already making up, so we're going to have the last 4 teams duke it out to see who's going to get the last 2 teams. My name is Joe Sophie once again, bringing you the action with Ending Life. As always, we're back here for the last 2 matches, best of 7, to see who's the last 2 teams to go forth.
Yeah, so now we are left with 2 teams, and 2 more teams are gonna get eliminated after today, after this round. And we, for the first match, you'll probably see it on screen soon. But we have Penggandi from Taiwan versus IDES from Korea for the first match, best of 7. And for the second match, we'll have Sky from China versus RMB Gaming from Russia. So I just mentioned 4 teams. 2 will be eliminated, so a total of 4 teams are being eliminated today.
Yes, we already have 2 teams that have been eliminated already with NA's Guardian and EU's XDDDD. Last time we will pronounce the entirety of that name. And they have been the Western representations, the only hopefuls left remaining in this quarterfinals, but they could not go over that hurdle and make it to the semifinals as they have been eliminated already as the 2 teams. The other 2 teams will come from these 2 matches to follow. But as you know, the only region that still has no eliminated team is Korea, still with all 3 seeds still left remaining in this tournament. And GC Busan Blue and Red have already even advanced to the semifinals, with IDES now trying their chances to become that 3rd seed going into the semifinals. Making the 3 Korean team in the semifinal is what IDES is hoping for.
Yeah, they are hoping for that, but Penggandi and from Taiwan are pretty good. In the beginning, I'm gonna be honest that Taiwan, I expected them to go pretty far, but not too far. Not because no bias, but they just had less experience compared to some of these Chinese, Japanese teams and Korean teams. Because now we know all Japanese teams were eliminated pretty early on in the game. But for example, like Noonsang Fan Club, I told you beforehand that I remember seeing them perform pretty well last year. So just the fact that I've seen some of these other regional teams last year, I just expected those teams with experience in the previous years to just come back this year a lot better and just super improved. And unfortunately, a lot of the new regions that are participating for the first time this year are actually better than some of these experienced regions.
I mean, we usually like to say that experience does count in Blade & Soul, as we've seen with the success of some of the Korean teams out there. But definitely you saw the newer region, especially really the burst out of the NA and the EU regions participating for the very first time in this World Championship. They've been doing a lot better than we had initially expected out of them. But all in all, you really can't just directly say that experience does lead you to a victory, as it is a case-by-case situation. We've seen that logic falter at times, and we're gonna really see these 4 teams just duke it out. One last chance for them to stay in this tournament, advance right onto the semifinals. All they have to do is just win one more game now. One more series will do it for these guys, and gonna go right on to this matches as soon as we are ready.
And let's hope. Every time we come back from a long break, we did have a little bit of computer setting issues sometimes and technical difficulties, but let's hope this time around that we can smoothly move on along. And I just want to say, for the first match and the second match, Penggandi is the loser of the winners bracket, and IDES was actually in the losers bracket, but they have won and made it up here to give themselves a second chance. And now on screen we do have Penggandi on screen from Taiwan.
We're gonna see Lin Xiang doing pretty well. Su Xingsheng also is there, and with Kang Hangshi on the destroyer. We know these guys, very familiar with them now, since we have seen them for many times throughout these 3 days. Now the 4th day that we are in now, but see there's records up there. They have won most of the games, but they did lose to the very strong GC Busan Red 6-3, which has got them right in this position to face up against IDES for their last hope in this really the semifinals. Qualification is what they're under, and it's really unfair to see that they've won so many games. They only lost one, and now they're in this position that if they lose one more, it seems like they're going to be eliminated. But not many losses are taken before you can be eliminated in this tournament. But same goes to IDEPS. They've lost many games. They won many games as well, which is why they're back here. They had to win as many as they lost because of these additional matches that follow these losses in the early parts of the group stages. And saw these guys really participating from the very beginning. And they really went through really a roller coaster you see there. 2 losses already. One from the group stages and one from the quarterfinals as well. So all these required extra wins for these guys to be in this position. Now they are here, just one step away, making the semifinals and making it a 3 Korean team semifinal, which would be maybe underwhelming for some of the people who are cheering for different regions other than Korea. But otherwise, what is turning out to be is going to be depending on these players on this best of 7 coming up.
Yeah, and IDEPS is actually one of the teams that are taking advantage of this system, you know, giving them second chances, and you know, they keep going back down to the losers bracket, making it back up and back over and over again. And this is a team to be reckoned with now, because they don't want to lose yet.
They do, and you do have to perform one more time in this series for your tournament life at stake. We get to game 1 to see who's going to take the first single point in this best of 7. Stay on. So many cheers for Jung Yoon side. Here, Yoon Jung-ho. That's the Korean depiction of the name here in Korea. Heard a lot of cheers. Definitely not for Tongshou. It's not his home ground that he isn't working with. The Taiwanese support coming abroad, I'm sure. In this stadium here.
Wall. Yeah, Jung Yoon is starting to use his blazing wall build a little bit more than usual.
We saw that in the last game to get his win earlier in the series. Now, Tongshou is actually gonna go for the aggressive here. Ooh, that's a lot more damage than we expected out of that Wrath and Execution combo right there.
Yeah, but he is out of his escape. So one bad CC from Jung Yoon, he might just die until get wallbanged or something. Oh, there we go with the CC, with the impact pushes.
This might be enough time for him to get on the second knockup. There we go. Just more damage come. There is so much damage on the destroyer. The meteor, will it be enough to finish him off?
Yeah, the gust is used right when it comes back from cooldown.
It does heal back some of the health with that.
Oh,
the wedge
grabbed this time
once
around.
again. Will he get the stun? Just get out of there just in time.
Oh, backstep.
Okay,
so
very,
close.
Very close. Jung Yoon
Backstep CC.
could be knocked out.
Typhoon!
And just a typhoon.
A destroyer beating Jung Yoon's Force Master.
That is huge because we talked to the NA people back over having that break.
Yeah, and I haven't seen him smile throughout the whole tournament.
Yeah, I was talking to the players from Guardian. I was talking to Vape in particular, and he was talking about the matchup of him also playing Destroyer. And it really has a hard time against Force Master just because of the recent changes that it had with the interaction with the skills that used to work from the Destroyer against the Force Master. It just doesn't do the same effect anymore. And there's just a lot less ways where Destroyer can get an advantage over the Force Master was his observation on that pick. But Tongshou find some way to just carve down Jung Yoon one by one. The last bit of wedge onto the stun. It's a lot of damage that initially finished him off, and ending it with a typhoon near the end.
That was just well, good play. That was definitely, he definitely deserves
there you go.
the win. And yes, we do have some EU and NA players watching in the audience seat.
And those are the players I did talk with regarding that information, and Vape holds credit to that, but Vape, you were proven wrong. Destroyer does defeat a Force Master, and he did defeat the best Force Master out there. So Jung Yoon, shell shocked. You can definitely see that in his expression about how he lost that matchup. Thought it was a sure win for him, but going on to game 2 now, IDEPS really needs to be on their toes to grab as many points from here on to make sure they're not farther behind.
Yeah, and now for the second match, we have Duggan Kang on the Blade Master and Hu Sing Xiang on the Assassin. And you know, I'm not gonna even say anything about the matchups anymore because Peng Hong-soo beating Jung Yoon.
Yeah.
It's, you know, just the matchup and the way Jung Yoon plays Force Master. I didn't expect it, to be honest, but now anything is possible, really.
We didn't feel like it was worth mentioning really about Game 2. We're gonna mention nothing about our speculation about what the matchup will be. But it's gonna be the two classes flashing it out for Game 2. Stay on. Move right along with Game 2 between Peng Gandhi and IDEPS. And Su Ching Shang on the Assassin with Duggan Kang on the Blade Dancer.
And we have seen actually Sky's Jaifu Chen's Blade Dancer perform pretty well.
Oh yeah.
And now we have Duggan Kang, a Korean Blade Master. Let's see if he's able to show us some quality Blade Dancer plays.
So right there, Duggan Kang. Just the initial strike off that Phantom Grip. Now gets him into the air. The secondary will come. Will he go for the lightning joint? Oh, doesn't go for it, and he gets out actually. Chang with the retreat, yeah.
Ooh, but another knockdown. There we go with the
lightning draw. Doesn't connect too much of that, so would have gotten a lot more value out of that after the initial combo in the air.
But the Assassin still has his escape now. Finally used his Lotus of Escape.
Yeah, still has the stealth though. That's gonna be crucial for Xing Shang if they falls into any more danger.
Okay, backsteps out of that landmine.
So landmine doesn't connect there. Knockdown does not occur.
Oh, Shadow Slash. Oh, the back roll chase didn't actually work on Duggan Kang, unfortunately.
Okay, now he's gonna go up and another stun coming through.
Oh, he just got...
The stun did come through and Duggan Kang just found this position. Got that Phantom Grip back on for additional damage there. Does force out the stealth already and another retreat.
Oh, the Tam Escape knockdown
yeah, that
started that.
Definitely enough lightning draw off of that stealth. Gonna be huge amounts of damage that once you can't escape from it, it will be a forever death towards the assassin. And he feels it right there. For IDEPS picking up one more point. Back towards them. Gonna be even at 1-1 now going into this Game 3.
Yeah, and you know, at the end, Duggan Kang's escape, knocking down the assassin, just gave him the edge at the end because he was out. The assassin was out of stealth and Lotus of Escape, and we're probably gonna see that in this replay right now.
So Xing Shang really didn't have an edge over Duggan Kang for any part of this game.
Yeah, so right here,
didn't show it, but
it skipped over a little bit.
Stun that got rid of that stealth was the big one there.
Yeah. Well, either way, now it is tied up 1-1, and we are moving on to our set 3, which is worth 2 points, and it is best out of 7, and the loser of this match is going to be eliminated.
So it's very important for both of these teams to keep focused. Yeah. None of these teams are completely out of it yet. It's completely even at 1-1. Now you see, we saw Tung Hung-shu over there still on the camera, still smiling a bit by bit, still having the enjoyment.
I can understand.
Over that win.
Yeah.
Over Jung Woo-yoon in Game 1, so still feeling it. He's going to have to bring that excitement, though, over to this tag match here. I mean, his team desperately needs a victory here to get a good momentum going for his team, while his IDEPS, after getting a game back to themselves, should have the momentum a little bit shifted towards them back again. Being the Korean team, I think they would even consider themselves favorites over any other region. Thinking that they are the strongest region in this tournament. I'm sure they are thinking that to their head. Realizing it's a different story and it requires definitely a different sort of effort.
And showing it to us in result is also going to matter.
We're going to go into Game 3 to a realization of effort. Whether they can get a win right here, Peng Gandhi versus IDEPS, Game 3. Right your way. Let's get on. So much cheer for IDEPS, and it's almost unfair now that there are no vocal cheers for the side of Peng Gandhi.
Yeah.
It's understandable why that is so, being the home turf for IDEPS that it is, being in Korea. But on our hearts, we're also cheering for Pengani to have a equal amount of cheers going towards both sides now.
And now we have both of these assassins trading their stealth and put down the flower. Alright.
Lotus is put down on both sides. Who will go for the initiate? Bombard is being
Kim is the first to use the escape. But
now
right after, followed by Xingxiang.
only difference is that Sound Kim has to retreat, but it's a very minor difference. Does get him into the air with the Warlock now. See the shackle, but Jung Yun is going to freeze himself up along with his ally Sound Kim.
Yeah, that is what Jung Yun is good at, coming in with the interfere to save his teammates.
It's definitely textbook at this point. Everybody knows that formula. Gets him into another stun though. Sound Kim taking a lot of damage, forces out the interfere coming from Dungy Kang. Jung Yun now is going to come in off that tag. Sound Kim felt a lot of danger, it seemed, and there was nothing that he was trading back towards him. So Lin Xiang is going to appear back on the field. First appearance for this guy in this game 3.
Yeah, and Sang Kim actually, made his teammates, Dougie Kang and Jung Yun, interfere in for a defensive interfere because he was in a pinch twice in a row. Maybe Sang Kim isn't having his best day.
Oh no!
Maybe that long break actually brought his tension down a little bit.
He was doing good for the first part of the broadcast.
Yeah.
And
oh, let's see him! Tags out,
tags
but
out.
that continuation damage!
Jung Yun is a beast, by the way. If you guys haven't known,
Jeez.
he knocks off literally 1 player and a half worth of damage in just one go.
Yeah.
Just by himself. That is a lot of damage.
Yeah, Dougie Kang coming in!
Lightning draw coming in from Dougie Kang right there, off the interfere. It's good enough to knock off Xingxiang.
All right, they're trying to make up for the defensive interferes they had to use.
Oh man,
Oh.
the meteor coming through.
Wow.
Now Tongshu still feeling it after getting that win over Jung Yun in game 1. He does not back out. Just wants to go forward, and maybe found out to figure the formula to beat out Jung Yun, and now Jung Yun feels threatened enough that he does go out with a tag. Dougie Kang doesn't feel the same. He just wants to go right back at him and show him who's boss.
Reactionary 2v2. Jung Yun is coming.
Jung Yun
Doing a lot of damage.
He is, and really Jung Yun, I would just reckon he just stay out of the field and just go for this interference and kill everyone. Probably the good plan to go
out,
with.
but he's taking so much damage that he is
Xiang.
knocked out by Sang Kim.
Lin Xiang is going to be out immediately. Tongshu is the last man remaining with the Destroyer. 1v3. We usually like to say it is very unlikely. Can expect surprises, but other than that, the lightning draw coming through.
Oh, that's
Some damage.
Ooh. Hung Soo is on fire today.
I mean, he can just literally play 1v3 all game. He might have similar results.
Wow. Well, now on the side of items, only Dougie Kang has that 1 interfere left, and there's still 3 minutes and 40 seconds until they get it. So, Hung Soo isn't in that much of a pinch as long as he could just keep constantly winning a 1v1.
Just the way he's playing, though, doesn't feel like he even realized that he was the only man there. He's just like, yeah, my teammates are alive somewhere.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to keep fighting, and no one's going to tag in when I die. So finally, at least he realizes that his team is done for, and Pengani's going to be down 3-1.
Yep.
Going to be a crucial scoreline to see whether they can mentally recover from that loss. See, right there, you saw that expression I was saying. Oh, there was no my teammates. My teammates weren't there.
Yeah.
That was it. That was the expression I saw.
Yeah, I was playing 1v3, guys.
Oh, man. So that was a Tongshu right there. Doing a good job, though. Definitely from game 1, beating a Jung Yun, which was almost an impossible feat. I initially thought with the Destroyer, but it makes it a possibility when he did get that win. Game 3, he did pretty well with his other 2 teammates flying out so early. All for that damage coming in from Jung Yun. Really, what are you supposed to do?
Yeah, and
Look at that.
Yep.
The wall barely got out.
Yeah, but anyways, I hope Pengandi can, they're not out. It's just the set 3, so they can just, wipe the slate clean and come back. We will be going into, set 4 and 5, which are singles again. And, they can come back slowly, maybe tie it up and go back into the tags, with a new mind, with the fresh, how do I say this? With the fresher mind and, not be tilted.
Sure. It's a fresh new start for these guys, and there you go. One of the players out.
Oh.
What's his name? I feel like I've seen him before in Korea.
Yes, he,
Come on, Andy. You have all the answers for me. Oh man, this is gonna bother us all day.
Just let me think about it a little bit. But anyway, yeah, I'll think about it. But
please let me know when you remember.
But he seems like he was in a suit, which means maybe he, found a new job or something, and after his work finished, he came by.
Yeah,
maybe, I don't know.
I mean, but he definitely did play in one of the Korea seasons.
Yeah,
I definitely remember him with those glasses.
Yep,
that goofy face he likes to always make with that expression.
Yeah,
we do remember him, but it's gonna be Lin Xiang.
Yep.
Trying to make a redemption for his team after going down 3-1. It's going to be up against Sang Kim on the Assassin now.
Yep, and it's going to be very interesting. Lin Xiang is first time coming out. Same for Sang Kim in this round. So we'll see the last two players on each side coming out for singles. The music has changed. We'll be going into set 4. Let's get it on.
Here we go, playing on the IDEPS. It's Taiwan versus Korea. Currently it's 3-1 towards IDEPS with Sang Kim. Now trying to make it 4-1 with Lin Xiang.
Yep.
Probably trying to get a point back for the team. Not just in terms of scoreline, but just to get the momentum back on their favor.
And the confidence as well.
Really important here.
Yeah, because Tang Hong-soo was very confident. He looked very happy beating Jung Won-yoon, and now losing this third set might have brought down the adrenaline and the tension a little bit. So, they might want to try their best to get the singles back, to get their confidence back.
It's really up to Lin Xiang to get that done, as you mentioned, ending. All about Sang Kim. He defeated. He's trying to go for the familiar, but it's basically out of cooldown anyway.
Yeah.
The duration has run out, so kind of a waste of damage from Sang Kim.
Okay. So he actually walked into the ice mine. I don't know why he did that. Yeah, but he's gonna get chased and be forced to use the second wind.
Lin Xiang don't want to be out of those escapes for many opportunities as you can. Now knowing this, Sang Kim's gonna go in pretty aggressively.
But he is chained into the aerial.
Shackle into the time distortion. Gotta get the second wind back.
That was kind of a weird way to use that time distortion.
Okay, now this is going to be the damage coming in secondary. Stealth will have to be used to get out of there.
And Sang Kim is out of both escapes for the next 28 seconds. That's a long time for Lin Xiang to make his move. There we
really
go.
Goes, and that's going to be a lot of damage first series going through. But that's going to be a counter damage now onto that stun for Sang Kim. Lin Xiang taking a little bit of damage before just get out of there with the second wind once again. Sanctum is put down with a decoy now. Sang Kim just trying to go for the damage here.
Yep, and the Ice Mine, he's going to try to wait for that Sanctum to go away real quick.
There you go. Melt it, and it's going to go for additional damage. Stun coming up. There's no second wind to get him out of there. I think he uses a body swap if he wants to, Lin Xiang. Sang Kim tries for the poison breath, doesn't connect that time around.
There we go with the body swap.
Yeah, he has to. In 5 seconds, he has to somehow stall to get the second wind back. If he does fall into any more danger, it will be very dangerous for him. Second wind is available, so another stun will probably initiate the second wind right away.
And 25 seconds for Sang Kim once again. A very long time for Lin Xiang to make a move. And there's only 35 seconds left of this match.
Definitely, if we do go to TKO, it would most likely be Lin Xiang losing out. So much damage being dealt by Sang Kim already. We should say that Assassin does have the edge when it comes to TKO damage charts.
Oh. It just seems like Lin Xiang can't find an opening to initiate.
He's just basically invisible the whole time, so really tough for Lin Xiang to get that
10
done.
10 seconds left.
He has to go for it. He does have the second win, so he can go in a little bit aggressively without worrying about dying off.
Yeah, Sang Kim definitely knows he has
He
the
just
upper
wants to
hand.
stall out the time, really, and that's cheeky way for Sang Kim to get the finish here. He knows he's definitely got the win with the HP difference. He knows that even the Warlock healed up some of that health.
Same goes for Sang Kim, little by little, but
will most likely go to the Assassin. There you go.
Being the Assassin.
That's a lot of the damage difference right there.
Almost double.
Almost double, so it seemed like Lin Xiang healed up a lot, quite a lot, and we did see him on pretty much around 30% health at one point.
Yeah.
And we saw him end at about 55% maybe. But just all together, we know that the Warlock has a little more heal potential than the Assassin does. Assassin is a little bit minor when it comes to those healings. together. Assassin does win out in the TKOs usually anyway, so.
Yeah, but considering the Warlock is also very strong, it's just that I mentioned in the middle that it just seems like Lindsey Yang can't find an opening to initiate even when Sang-ho Kim was out of both escapes. There was 2 times at least that I recall that Sang-ho Kim had at least 25 seconds until he got either stealth or Lotus of Escape back, but Lindsey Yang was unable to initiate because Sang-ho Kim was in stealth like you mentioned.
Yeah, he was invisible.
Or he was actually playing it very aggressive, landing CC, so Lindsey Yang didn't have a chance to make his move.
Sang-ho Kim played that mind game really perfectly there.
Yep.
Against Lindsey Yang, and just another point going over to Idas, making it 4-1, getting it closer to an almost all Korean semifinal. I don't know how many people think about what the difference is at. We had those many in the past where, Korean region has dominated the brackets when it comes to World Championships, especially the later rounds. I personally wanted to see more variety when it comes to the semifinals and the later rounds, hoping that other regions can really show for themselves what they're made of. Seems like right now, Idas with a comfortable lead might be able to make it a 3 Korean semifinals starting tomorrow.
Yeah, and now we will have an Assassin versus Force Master. And Jung Ho-yoon losing to that Destroyer probably wants to come out and just redeem himself to maybe take a win for the singles. And now we are going into our 5th match. Let's get it on.
It's going to be Su Shang on the Assassin versus the I eat assassin for breakfast. Force Master Jung Ho-yoon.
Yep.
I mean, he really likes to face against Assassin just because of the reason that he barely loses against them.
Yeah. We'll have to see what happens because he may be tilted from losing to that Destroyer.
I mean, the Lotus Escape has already been forced out.
Yep.
Gets him onto the Fanager. Wonder if he's going to use his stealth out of this.
Nope, he'll probably try to save it as long as possible to stagger his escapes, but he is playing super aggressive, and that second win knocking back with the back roll chase,
Finally, uses that
making
stealth.
him use that stealth. Yeah.
So, Su Shang wanted to go in aggressively to poke out some damage and force out as many escapes away from Jung Ho-yoon as he can. He did get the second wind out, but other than that, he just took so many of his own escapes out that now he's in a little bit of trouble. That Jung Ho-yoon, if he does find the opening, he's gonna go for it all.
Alright, stun lands, forcing him to use the backstep escape. Not bad, not bad. He got his Lotus of Escape back.
Yeah, second wind is coming back now for Jung Ho-yoon, with stealth being available now. Okay, he's just going aggressively though. He does move forward now.
Ice
Frost Burst.
Burst.
Yeah, Frost Burst
Yeah.
did come up. Jung now
Ooh,
tries
with the
to
Inferno
damage.
landing.
Meteor doesn't really land as much as he needs. Go for the Phantom Grip now. Goes for the stealth. Even the Lotus Escape has been procced. So a lot of escape being used at one time.
Second win, the knockback does not happen, but the back roll chase
The
does!
wall bang starting now. You see him
Ooh.
just bouncing
Yeah.
back and forth from the wall. Jung Ho-yoon makes it happen once again. This time in a success, getting the win after losing out of game 1. He does pick up one more point for Idas, and now it is comfortable lead for the Korean side at 5-1.
Yep, 5-1, and we will be moving on to set 6. And starting now, it's all tag matches. And if Pengandi wants to stay in this tournament, they have to win both.
And that is true, and we always talk about whether IDEPS is ready to go when it comes to these games, and really due to their condition of whether they're gonna lose out or get a very nice win. Just seems like this time it's a pretty strong side of Pengandi, really making it look easy for IDEPS. You see on the side, let's go to the finals, is what IDEPS is wanting from this fan. Really just talking about, IDEPS. There are some fans out there because these players have been around for a very long time, and they've been cheering for this team to find a lot of success. They found the most success most recently with the Korea finals and also the wild cards to beat out Kurita to be in this position, but now they're here. These fans really would like them to go one step further, go on to the semifinal, to hopefully make it to the grand final stage starting next Friday.
And Pengan only having that one win from Tang Hong-soo, the Destroyer. I'm pretty sure Tang Hong-soo is starting to feel a little disappointed because, yes, he was able to bring that one win against Jung Ho-yoon, and ever since that win, they have been on the downfall, all losing the matches, and now this may be their last match in Worlds.
We're going to see if that is the case because Pengan, they need to win out every single match from here on, stay and win out in this quarterfinals. We're going to find out if they can do it against IDES. Let's get it on. What potentially could be the last match between Taiwan's Pengan versus Republic of Korea. IDEPS on the screen here. Su Ching-chang versus Sang Kim. Assassin mirror match. Getting us off. Already heaps of escapes being used by Xing-shang, with only stealth just being procced by Sang Kim.
Yep, and defensive interference already coming in from Pengan D's side. Nothing too much actually has happened or pushed Sang Kim to the corner yet.
And really lovely to have a Warlock on your team when you just used every escape you have in the first 5 seconds, but get it right back. With a lovely teammate of Warlock coming with that interfere with the time distortion.
Go Sang Kim making his move as well.
Yeah,
this round seems pretty fast paced right now. They want to get it over with, it seems like.
Let's see, stealth coming back right for Sang Kim. Still has a Lotus escape on cooldown for the next 22 seconds or so.
Yep, 50 seconds until that force tag, and they are taking their time.
Xing-shang finding a little bit of heal under that fog. Let's see.
Fog of heal.
Yeah, it's a fog of heal for the assassin. That is one of their main sources of healing. Let's see how they're gonna move forward with this now. They all have their escapes back, both actually for both players.
Mind games right
Sang
there.
Kim, stealth, out of there. Landmine is planted, but Xing-shang not really interested in going forward with this. Lotus has been put down. Looking at just.
They were both doing that ninja stuff decoy right there. Ooh.
Xing-shang's gonna get the better of this. Webbing into the landmine being planted.
Yeah, 5
Gonna
seconds
pop
for
it.
the force tag as well.
Knockdown does happen. I think the teammates are just kind of standing still. They just want this force tag to happen and get everything over with. And that's gonna be the Warlocks having their own mirror match. Lin Xiang going up against. Oh, it's gonna be actually Dougie Kang on the Blade Dancer.
Yep.
Apologize.
All right. Lin Xiang with the familiar out. He wants to make a move, but Dougie Kang is keeping his distance. There we go with the familiar launching in.
Now Dougie Kang is in that time distortion zone. Gonna get the Sanctum up. See what that leads to. Yeah. A lot of poke damage. Forces Jung Ho-yoon to come out immediately to help out his teammate.
All right. Once again, Lin Xiang keeping his distance. Another blade landing, forcing that escape.
Another interfere coming in. This time for Sang Kim. Trying to defend his teammate. In the end, Dougie Kang literally just takes a lot of damage. You have to use a tag point to get out of there, so not the best of appearances for the side of IDEPS.
Yeah, their health bar is pretty low right now. Sang Kim and Dougie Kang.
Jung Ho-yoon's trying to make a difference in that, trying to put the meter down onto Xing-shang.
If Pengan D is not ready to be eliminated yet.
Oh, the stun comes up crucially. Give me the backstep coming in from Jung Ho-yoon.
All right, Dougie Kang puts him in the air.
But really not going to be much of a follow-up. Jung Ho-yoon still down.
Oh,
Jung Ho-yoon! Jung Ho-yoon is going to be the first man out. And this is the formula we are all aware of. Knock off Jung Ho-yoon as the first man down for IDES, and you will win the tag.
Yeah.
We'll see if this formula leads to the expected answer once again.
Wow. Phantom grips. Justice used to escape. That Phantom grip pulls him in.
Oh shoot, not fighting. He's
Ooh,
feeling the confidence
back row
now.
chase into the aerial.
Yeah, he's definitely feeling it now. After killing off Jung Ho-yoon, he now knows the huge amount of advantage that they have.
Offensive interfere.
There you go, I'm
This
telling
is
you.
it.
This is what I'm talking about. Sang Kim is going to go out in order very soon enough. But wow, you see that. Jung Ho-yoon out, IDEPS just collapses.
All right, yeah, that formula may be true. Wow, it's just Pengan D wasn't ready to be eliminated yet.
Definitely not. And 6 minutes left remaining, but they definitely won't need all that before even the 6 minute mark comes through. They do knock off Sang Kim and still stay alive. in this World Championship 2017, and they're still up for grabs in this last match, deciding it all for both teams. You see Tan Longshi are really the guy. He's really taking the mentality role for this team and leading his team to a brighter mindset. They still can do this.
Yeah, and right now the scoreboard is 5-3, and set 7 being worth 3 points. If Pengandi is able to win another tag, they will actually be moving up into the semifinals and eliminating IDEPS from Korea.
I mean, whenever we do have a Game 7 situation ending, it's really just all even. Scoreline doesn't matter anymore. Just one game to decide it all between the two teams. Really gonna be Pengandi's last chance, and a very good chance indeed after getting such a good win of that Game 6. And look to do that again. Maybe that Jung-Yoon killed off first formula. They can maintain to do that again. I'm pretty sure they can have a real good chance of making it to the semifinals and knocking off IDEPS, as you say, off of this quarterfinals and out of the World Championship. So Pengandi really wants it. They're still representing Taiwan. They really want to make their region proud. Do so. I'm sure they were really thinking of nothing other than a win.
Yeah.
And to get to the semifinals.
Yeah, and you know, to be honest, Duggan Kang and Sang-ho Kim took so much damage early on in the game that, you know, usually we have Jung Yoon on the bench for the interferes, but he had to come out because Duggan Kang and Sang-ho Kim were around like 30% health, and that forced Jung Yoon to come out, and they were unable to save him when he was in the pinch.
We're gonna go on to the last match between Taiwan's Pengandi and IDEPS from Korea to see who's gonna make it to the semifinals and who will be eliminated. Let's get it on. This will indeed be the last and the most important match for these guys in this World Championships. It's whether you will make it to the semifinals or it's whether you're going to be eliminated and go right back home. Right, it's not a big deal to go home. It's only a taxi drive away, but all in all, more important for these guys to keep their dreams alive, being that world champion. They're very close to getting that done. And semifinals will be very valuable for both of these teams.
Yeah, they have both traded Lotus of Escape so far. And you know, this Taiwanese assassin is actually putting up a fight against Sang-ho Kim right now.
But, as you mentioned, that Xingshang is taking the more of the damage when it comes to the actual visuals. Looking at, but stealth is procced. There's going to be a chance for Xingshang to go through. Now, Duggan Kang comes in just in case. A dangerous combo does go to Sang-ho Kim. Sang-ho Kim will continue on with this. Doesn't go for it yet.
Oh, but that landmine connects, forcing that stealth out of Xingshang.
Okay, now Sang-ho Kim will get that Lotus of Escape back. He's going to plant it right there. He's going to go back to it once the danger situation does come forth. Now stealth is back for Sang-ho Kim, 7 seconds. Whereas Xingshang only has that Lotus of Escape, a viable source of escape.
Alright, the decoy is brought. Alright, Sang-ho Kim's stealth is out.
Okay, now it's going to be Xingshang. He's going to go aggressive on it. He does have the Lotus of Escape. The retreat is being procced.
Okay.
Hold the breath coming in. I mean, the reaction 2v2 now. What's going to be made of this? The Destroyer just putting down the iron plating. Make sure no damage comes forth. Whereas Jung-Yoon also freezes his ally to do the same effect. Force tag chase. That might be happening on the other side. Does end the backstep though from Jung-Yoon. So one escape gone. Can he get the second wind out though? It's gonna be the big question here.
So they are keeping his distance.
Xiang, he's done pretty well over the tournament, but not necessarily in this series. More about Yang Xingshang really doing the work here, but
another re-knock up.
Jung-Yoon still has that escape, but taking too
Jung-Yoon.
much damage though. That's a double knockdown coming in for the side of Lin Xiang. Very successful rate where Sang-ho Kim came in for an interfere, but couldn't get anything done. He was just knocked down as soon as he came in.
The resource points are pretty even right now, but you know,
HP
the
bars.
health bar is not even at all. IDEPS is having a hard time. This is the last match.
I just really need to remind themselves of how important this match is, that they're just going home. if they don't make a win out of this. Doesn't matter how well you've done in the singles and all the tags that you've accumulated. It's all about this last match here.
Yep, and Sang Kim is tagged in. Not too much health right now compared to, you know, Pengandi's any player.
It seems like Jung Yun is the second in line. I think Duggan Kang should come up that priority, just in case Sang Kim does make the decision to tag out.
Sang Kim is moving, but is out of both escapes, and they do decide to tag out to Hung Seo.
Hung Seo has been successful, bringing his team over to this game 7. Gonna use the guts to get out of there. It's gonna be reaction 2v2 now. Gonna freeze him up. Frost Burst does freeze up Sang Kim, but it's gonna force a tag in to Duggan Kang. Lin Xian comes in, but the Phantom Grid comes in right away. The chase is successful. Duggan Kang, what is he gonna make of this? Let's pull him down, but forces out a defensive interfere from Hung Seo.
He's running away to keep that distance.
Yeah, definitely. And Hung Seo just last interfere point being used by him.
Alright.
Sang Kim tag again to get out of the field. One less tag point in terms of IDEPS compared to Penggandi. Oh, it does use a poke into the air. Will he have the interfere that he needs? Duggan Kang needs to come in. Jung Yun he's gonna have to try to do something here.
Yeah, good thing that Jung Yun came in right at the second. That was a fast reaction.
And another series of damage looking to come forward, and that will be good enough to knock off Sang Kim. It isn't Jung Yun, but it is one man already knocked up for IDEPS, and it hasn't even met the 5-minute mark, so pretty early in this game. Might be crucial.
Jung Yun is healing up, but you know, overall, Penggandi hasn't taken too much damage.
I mean, they might get it.
Yeah, and Lin Yang has 3 interferes left still.
I mean, how many players in IDES would imagine after winning so many games in this series that it was going to lead down to the last 2 tag matches, and if Penggandi wins, I think that IDES would have definitely not expected that.
Definitely not, and I totally didn't expect such a twist in the end like this.
Definitely a plot twist here. We definitely saw Penggandi, the entire side, having trouble against every member of IDEPS here, but
Hung Seo coming in, remembering that he has beaten Jung Yun in the 1v1.
He's not fearing Jung Yun at all. Just going forward at him. Hung Seo, I mean, he's been a very important psychological mindset. Now, double wall bang coming from Jung Yun now. Hung Seo gets himself out of there, but that interfere ended up to be of no use. Just depleting the HP bar out of your own teammate.
Jung Yun is trying to...
And this is why it's important that Jung Yun is not the first man out. Otherwise, you wouldn't see plays like this come forth in a 2v3 situation.
Jung Yun
comes out, gets into the knockdown. Duggan Kang comes in to interfere. Has to really. 8 seconds until the force tag coming from Jung Yun. Duggan Kang will be ready in line to get the damage towards as soon as he tags in. Chase is a possibility here. Wow, the frost burst to make sure no chase happens.
But it actually does happen and forces the reversal out of Duggan Kang.
Not good enough, it seems. Another tag point. Duggan Kang, without that tab escape, felt the need to tag back in.
And he knew that Jung Yun would last at least 30 seconds until they get their interfere points.
I mean, that might be the case, but that was a very quick use of the tag point as soon as he was coming.
Oh, but he is in the air and no interfere for Jung Yun. And
it seems like he is knocked off. That is almost all damage. Jung Yun freezing on. Any kind of split damage is what they're trying to do.
Out.
Man, that was very, very close.
Wow. All right, IDEPS is definitely being pushed to the corner.
This is a very dangerous situation for IDEPS because even with the interfere coming in now, points will come back for everyone. Jung Yun definitely cannot just come in mindlessly here. Could be knocked off in an instant.
And look at all the interfere points on Penggandi's side.
Look at
a total of 5.
Lightning draw coming from Duggan Kang. Used to the stealth to get out of there. Not much of a threat though, because when you have both teammates really available at full health, really, it's going to be a huge advantage that Penggandi is going to try to play with against IDEPS. Now they're definitely on the upper end.
Yeah, definitely. And as long as they don't make mistake after mistake, they will definitely have the victory in their hands.
Even the chase doesn't come forth. The stun does come up after he had tagged in for quite a bit. Persistence has been used. Duggan Kang now just trying to buy timer here.
Throws him in. All right, the back row chase actually doesn't have.
Oh,
but
the stun comes
and
in.
the ramp.
There is no realistic opportunity for the defensive interfere for items because Jung Won-yoon could literally lead to an instant double KO. But if you come in wrong on that interfere,
Oh gosh. Yeah, Duggan Kang is busy running away right now from
just buying time.
Yeah.
It really is, and there's nothing for him to do. The shackle coming in.
All right,
and
Jung
the
Won-yoon
air.
comes in and saves his teammate.
That's
Yeah.
really playing with fire right there. Jung Won-yoon, he had to come in, but he knows how dangerous that is.
Yeah, in 7 seconds until Duggan Kang is forced tagged out.
This is the dangerous situation for Idas. He cannot tag out. He can only bring Duggan Kang for defensive effort, interfere. Oh, that is the Jung Won-yoon, everyone.
Okay.
As if nothing happened, he heals back to 60% health.
Yeah.
Completely in the safe zone now.
And Hung Chu has no tag points, so 30
Aye.
seconds worth of just Jung Won-yoon and him
I-
with the interferes coming in.
I really think Tang should have kept his cool there, knowing that would have come forth as soon as he came in.
Yep.
So that prediction definitely wasn't fair for the Taiwanese side.
Oh, the knee. All right, Jung Won-yoon is trying to stay calm, but they definitely need. Oh, the dink!
It is
Forcing Jung Won-yoon to backstep out.
It is a
Wow.
1 minute mark, and they do get all their item for your points back. But as it stands right now,
Oh, there we go. They're starting with the wall bank. They want to do some damage before this goes down to the TKO.
oh, but the stun coming in. Will he continue on with this damage? Use the second win to get out of danger. But what I was trying to say earlier is that now they have only 30 seconds left in this game. The situation is really weird.
Wow.
Just stalling out this game will lead to a win in Pengandi, even in the TKO, by a margin. It's going to be about Duggan Kang. He has to finish up with the KO. That's the only way they're going to win.
And yes,
It seems like Idas will be knocked off from World 17, and it seems like Pengandi, coming from Taiwan, they will be the one going to the semifinals over the Korean team Idas, and congratulations to these guys. Idas is eliminated from World Championship 2017, and Pengandi, after being down so much through the early parts of the series, somehow find a way to win 2 tag straight to make it to the semifinals.
Yeah, and we see IDEPS, giving high fives to each other, saying, great job. And, this is teamwork. Yes, even though IDEPS is knocked out. Finally, the first Korean team knocked out of the 3.
That is true.
Yeah, I'm surprised, but very, very big applause to Pengandi for making this happen.
And a big shout out to that guy sitting right there, Tang Shi, really setting the tone at
Yeah.
game 1, winning out the Force Master battle with a destroyer. That is something unheard of, and
Yeah.
he's got it done in game 1, and really that momentum carried on until the late parts of the series. And game 6, game 7 was a win for these guys, and that was good enough to gather that 5 points after just winning 1 point at the first game and losing on every other game after that.
And then
Was
they
good enough to end.
and they ended up winning, keeping their cool to win the last 2 important tag matches.
The first time we saw a 5-1 situation turn back on its paper to win out in a 6-5 after those 2 tag wins. Pengandi was the first team to do it, and now they're on to the semifinals.
Yep, and they definitely deserve it 100%. And wow, this was very, I've never seen this happen yet. And next up is Sky from China versus RMB Gaming from Russia. And I hope I hope they can top this game off right now, because this game was amazing.
And you know what we talked about, not being able to predict anymore about what the results will be. This was probably the most unpredictable result of it all. And just for the next match, you got RMB Gaming versus Sky from China. I want to make prediction, but I feel like I'm not supposed to anymore.
Yep. Yeah, let's not make a prediction and just go to a short break very soon.
I think you're gonna, and you really want that short break. We're gonna give it to you. Have that short break and come back after a short commercial break. We're gonna be right back with game 2 of this part of the quarterfinals. We'll be back to see who's gonna be the last semifinalist after this break.
입으로 배우는 물소 오성규
이재성
이뿔소 마치 티 나죠? 그렇죠. 자 3화로 다시 돌아왔습니다. 반갑습니다. 대표 선수 이제 한 분을 모셨습니다.
그렇죠. 여러 링검사
네.
선수가 있지만
그렇죠.
이 선수는 갈아타긴 했지만
네네네네. 링검사의 희망, 링검사의 최강, 링검사이자 권혁우인 그 남자 권혁우 모셔보겠습니다. 예. 자 반갑습니다. 자 일단 본인
반갑습니다.
소개 간단하게 부탁드리겠습니다.
네, 안녕하세요. 2015년 그 시즌 2에서 링검사로 우승을 한 권혁우라고 합니다.
아 반갑습니다. 자 오늘 여러 가지 링검사에 대해서 좀 알려주실 텐데
그
링검사
오연배기를 통해서 이제 공중 콤보 후에 번개배기 이제 발도 내연성
오케이,
콤보를
좋아요.
먼저 보여드리도록 할게요.
사실 되게 쉬운 거죠 이거는. 올려주고 훅 올린 다음에 짝. 타이.
보여드릴게요.
네.
방금도 보여준 거예요?
말로 안 하겠습니다.
아니
아니요 말은 하셔도 되고
말은 해야 되고
말은 해. 이제를 하지 말고 말은 해야 돼요.
여기 나와서 말을 안 하면 어떡합니까?
큰일 납니다.
아 이거 다시 빨리 보여드릴게요.
네, 다시
알겠습니다.
빨리 부탁드릴게요.
아 뭐야?
잠깐. 보여주시죠.
들어가볼까요? 탁 훅 올려주고
정확하게
떨어지면?
번개배기를 딱 쳐주고 내경.
뒤에는 뭐 클릭만 하면 되는 거니까요.
자 이게
아 이게 아니에요. 이게 또 포인트가 있죠.
아 이것도 따닥따닥이 있습니까?
아 이건 따닥따닥이 아니고
네.
이제 다들 이제 따닥따닥이라고들 하시는데.
저도 그런 느낌이에요. 제가 할
이제
때도.
여기서 포인트는
네.
이제 F는 계속 누르고 있는 거예요. 그러면은
누르고 있는다고요?
발도 내연점이 알아서 나갑니다.
그렇죠. 이게 어떻게 보면 굉장히 꿀팁인데
선임력 같은 느낌으로.
그렇죠. 다른 캐릭터와 다르게 이제 링검사 같은 경우에 모션 캔슬을 F를 누르고 있어도
네.
발도만 정확한 타이밍에 톡톡 쳐주면 내연섬은 알아서 자동으로 나갑니다. 그러니까 횟수만 정확히 알고 모션을 보면서 발도만 쳐주면 되는 거죠.
나는 이렇게 있는데.
그렇죠. 그렇게 하면 근데 좀 약간 삑사리가 나갈 수 있는 그런 여지가 많은데 F를 누르고
F를
있는
누르고 있는
상태에서
상태에서.
발도만 마우스로 좌클릭을 한 번씩 눌러주면 굉장히 부드럽게 애니메이션이 이제 나간다는 점. 꿀팁이죠, 이거 어떻게 보면.
솔직히 전 처음 알았습니다. 솔직히. 자, 오석윤
이재성, 권혁우.
이빨스였습니다. 안녕히 계십시오.
Welcome back, everyone. 2017 Blade and Soul World Championship. We're on our last match. Suddenly, of the day, and quarterfinals will come to a close right after this one, as we will get our confirmation of the last fourth team going to the semifinals for tomorrow. But it will be either China's Sky or it will be either R&B Gaming from Russia.
Yeah, and it is very interesting. If you guys just saw our last match,
Crazy.
our first Korean team eliminated. Because I was thinking, oh, is Korea gonna make it? All three teams gonna make it to the semifinals again, like last year, like Korean domination. And to be honest, I've mentioned this a couple of times, saying, yeah, we've seen the Korean teams perform through season 1, 2, and this Korea finals. We've seen them enough. We want to see new regions make it up. And like, I'm not saying I'm glad that IDEPS was knocked out, but I'm glad that more. There was another spot for Taiwanese to make it up there, and now we have China and RU Gaming. They're both not Korean.
I mean, if you make the semifinals in that fashion as Pengan did, just you can never really doubt them, and just all the deserving for those guys. And we even took a picture right afterwards with the players, and we're just really, really happy for them for how they won in that fashion. It's wonderful to see. And we're gonna go right on to the second match, and it will be the last match to decide the last semi-finalist and also the last eliminated team from this tournament.
And on screen we have Sky, and they have Sky and GC Busan Red has only started playing today. GC Busan Red already secured a spot in the semifinals. If by any chance Sky gets eliminated, they only come to this Worlds to play one day to get eliminated, even though they were the first seed of China.
I mean, Basilisk time for Japan played one day and got eliminated, so they'll be at the same status.
Yeah.
That feels bad, man. But
yeah, it does.
But Sky, they probably want a lot more than just playing one day of this tournament. I mean, they want to go to the semifinals. I'm sure they were reaching for the actual grand finals, but you're gonna have to beat a very tough opponent to get that done. I mean, of all the teams that have been participating, R&B Gaming, just been the quiet dogs that have been slowly making up approach, and somehow they're in this stage already. They're one step away from the semifinals, but you see one class registered for each of these players here. Artem Olgotsov on the Summoner, Maxim Ivanov on the Blade Master, and Alexei Golkovenko on that Warlock we see here. And these three guys, they stuck to the same composition. No need to change because it's been successful up to this far. So they have to beat out Sky to really have their chance in the semifinal and to knock them out.
Yeah, and R&B Gaming, they didn't have an easy way up here. They had to verse IDEPS as well on the way, and they were able to defeat them. And now for our first match, we have Blade Master versus Blade Master Mirror match.
Hassan versus Maxim Ivanov on the Blade Master Mirror match. When are we going to see this ever again? It is such a pleasure to be able to see this.
Yeah, really. I haven't seen this matchup maybe once last year.
Wow.
Never this year.
It was never viable for 2017 because Blade Master was such a minority in Korea, but this is what Worlds can bring to us. This is the only time we can see it.
Excited too.
I mean, everybody's excited for Blade Master, the very basic of what we know of Blade and Soul. We're going to be going on to the Blade Master mirror match with these two teams. Let's get it on. This is why the World Championship is a wonderful event. We get to see things that we never would see in the regular seasons. We do get to see a Blade Master mirror match between the China and Russia, represented by each of these teams here.
Yeah, but since it's the first time for you seeing a Blade Master mirror, okay, he's making his move. I was gonna say it's gonna be very slow, but
Ivanov, slow you say ending. That is a lot of damage coming in for Hassan. Has to just get out of there with the second win. Now he's going to go for his counter damage here onto Maxim Ivanov. It takes very little in contrary for what he has taken for himself. Maxim Ivanov has to be a little bit careful. Could the damage come in right away? The Dragon Tongue might be procced here a little bit, but we see more flickers than anything.
Yeah, all right, another aerial, and it's going to be over.
This might be good enough. Ivanov wins the blowout. And the duel between the Blade Master does go over the Russian side, and the Chinese Blade Master is defeated. And we're going to be going on to the second set.
Yeah, he seems a little disappointed in that loss. That was pride involved right there because it was that mirror match on the same class. But, in the beginning of the match, I was going to say it's going to be pretty slow. And right when I said that, I mean, Maxim just Yeah, I
Good thing you didn't say that.
Yeah, I know. I was about to say that, and you know, Maxim just went all out and just went crazy with that Dragon Tongue. But usually we see a lot of, you know, in the Blade Master mirror matches, we see a lot of.
Oh my God.
Yeah, we see a lot of blocking in front of faces, kind of similar to Warlocks. But this time around, wow, Maxim just went all out.
I mean, the Russians want blood.
Yeah.
And Maxim Ivanov wanted blood there. And he got the Hissong blood off of that first initial strike. That really left him speechless. You saw the expression of Hissong after the game on the camera. He looked very confused about how he was defeated so quickly off of a Blade Master Mirror match, which he thought maybe it was going to be a little bit slower than that.
Well, now with that quick defeat on China's side, let's hope that on the second match they can come back a little bit stronger, and let's see who is up.
Yeah, I imagine. Oh, it's
okay.
going to be Zhu Shaojun. We're going to be up against Artem Ogoltsov. We had a little talk with Jae-sung along with you as well while we were having that break. And we did talk a little bit about Zhu Shaojun. It was before Shen Zhaifu came into the team. This player was deemed as the superstar of this team, of this Sky team. But with the Shen Zhaifu's recent joining to this team, that became the double superstar lineup for this Chinese team now. But before Shen Zhaifu's entrance to the team, this guy was the main character of the team, getting all the attention. But with the shared attention now, he's going to get the full attention that he really deserves as the solo match is about to begin. Gonna get on to game 2 to see whether Zhu Shaojun, the only soul fighter left remaining in the tournament, is going to get a win against the Russian side. Stay tuned. It's going to be Zhu Shaojun on the Soul Fighter versus Artem Ogoltsov on the Summoner.
Yeah, one bad grapple from the cat could be over for the Soul Fighter if his second wind is out. There we go with another knockdown already, and the second wind is out for him already.
Escapeless, but he's still going to go forward, knowing the backstep is out for the Summoner as well. He's going to use a retreat to get out of it, but Zhao Jun here, trying to go on the aggression here. Cat is trying to bug him out of the way, but that's a lot of damage already coming towards Ogoltsov. Zhao Jun.
Oh, there we go with the grapple. It's good. This is a start.
Might be over though.
Bumblebee.
The heals,
That's heal.
That is so much healing going back. He will get both escapes back in a matter of
ground
seconds.
ripple.
Doesn't lead to anything though. 2 seconds until both escapes come back for Zhao Jun. Backstep will come back right away, as we do say, for Ogoltsov. So having all that escape available on both sides, expect both of them to go in pretty aggressively here.
Burning Conjure, the cat is also annoying him, forcing him to use his second wind already.
Oh, gets him onto the stun though. It's going to be the beginning of that damage, but the cat disrupts him once again. Now Artem Ogoltsov really had the damage to finish him up, but he does get out of there.
And another heal goes on for that Soul Fighter, and the ground ripple this time doesn't connect.
He does go on the retreat once again. Zhao Jun, without the escape, still going forward. Doesn't really care about getting caught. He just wants to finish off that Summoner and that annoying cat.
Yeah, and he's going there to get a sting next to the Summoner, but the cat is constantly following him and annoying him. And the Summoner is slowly healing up.
Oh man, Ogoltsov, very full on health. Zhao Jun really matching that with his healing of his own.
Oh, but another knockdown. There we go.
Hey, it's going to be the second win and the retreat gone for the side of Ogoltsov, but he's going to go for the damage. Now Zhao Jun putting the damage onto him. Does use the backstep to get out of there. He's going to have to retreat back Zhao Jun in a matter of seconds.
Yep, the escape was used by the Summoner after that Glacial Beam landing. 55 seconds left of the match.
Very close one indeed, having so much heals on both sides, but
it might be over with the cat
going away. So much damage. The cat gets the finishing touch, and Artem Ogoltsov gets the win for Russia, and it's back to 1-1. I apologize. It's actually 2-0.
It is 2-0. RMB Gaming's 2 and Sky 0.
It is
and
so.
I'm pretty surprised that, you know, Jaifu Chen didn't come out early on and maybe get the victory for Team Sky to boost up their morale. But, you know, you never know. We will be moving on to set 3 to see what Sky has prepared this time around for the tag match.
There will you see Shen Zhaifu for the first time in this series.
Yeah.
So Zhao Jun put out his best efforts. It was very close to getting there, but last probably few seconds of that match really resulted in the cat going full power onto the Soul Fighter and really leaving him nothing to do while taking out the damage at the same time.
Yeah, Xiao Jun tried his best to stick next to the summoner
man.
you know, finish him off, but the cat was a very good support this time around. Getting a lot of knockdowns and at least 3 grapples in that one set.
Definitely. I mean, with all the healing that came through, we thought gonna might have to go to the TKO to really determine the true winner off of the damage chart. But Olgotov and his cat doing a fabulous job of catching out Xiao Jin at the right time. And you can see Xiao Jin just not being able to win out at the end. Let's go down in a TKO for 2-0 towards Russia.
Yep, and now we will be moving on to set 3. And of course, Jaifu Chen is not on his Blade Dancer, but on his Warlock. And same composition for Russia as usual. They only have 1 class register per person.
And it's interesting to really just go back to what you just said about Shan Jaifu not coming out for the singles.
Yeah.
He has lost 0 games for many appearances that he made out, even against very tough opponents like Daeyoung Choi. 2 times even. He beat him on the Assassin, he beat him on the Soul Fighter. I mean, this guy is undefeatable right now in the singles, and kind of a question as to why they didn't send him out for an easy 1 point. We can relatively talk about that, but all that is done with. We're going to go on to game 3, though, to see whether Sky from China will be able to pick up 2 points after losing 2 off those singles, where there will be R&B Gaming from Russia adding to their collection of points and really extending that to a 4-0 lead. We'll find out very soon.
Yeah, and we'll let's hope to see Jaifu Chen's Blade Dancer maybe in the 4th or the 5th set, because after seeing him perform this year and last year, this year he has upgraded to another level, and his Blade Dancer in the aggression is crazy. But the music has changed, and we will be going into our 3rd set, the first tag of this round. Let's get it on.
Hear surprising amounts of cheers coming from the crowd. It is the Chinese team versus the Russian team you see in front of you. The Korean crowd cheering for both sides. Shan Jaifu and Alexei Golkovenko. 2 Warlocks for both sides coming out. Them being put down on both sides with the familiar out. What to do here in terms of damage chart.
Alright, time distortion already being used on Alexei's side.
You see that, and
there we go. Jaifu Chen also uses it a little bit later.
it's that second win right back though with that time distortion. Shan Jaifu
Alright, in the air, Alexei.
brings out the summoner for that defensive interfere to negate that damage, which he does a little bit. Damage didn't fully come through for the side of Shan Jaifu.
In the first aerial, Sky didn't, call in for the Soul Fighter aerial damage. Maybe they knew the defensive area interfere was gonna come in, so they just skipped out the first time around and then waited for a better opportunity next time.
I mean, we saw these guys, Sky, having so much success with that Soul Fighter Warlock combo into the air. We saw that work against one of the team, first match that they played in the series. But when they faced GC with Blue, they did not see nearly the same amount of success with that same combo. Being a little bit predictable now for all the teams. I have seen these guys play before.
Yep, both Sanctums are put down, but Jaifu Chen is with 1 less escape compared to Alexei, and 10 seconds left, but Jaifu is in the air!
Take the damage, but a pretty late defensive interfere coming from Xiao Jin there. Gonna get the damage though! This is what they were looking for!
Yeah.
The Soul Fighter was still out for about 2 more seconds. They started out their air combo with the Warlock.
And Hillsong is in there with the Blade Master, and the cat is annoying everybody on Sky today.
I mean, to be fair, Hillsong has done literally nothing throughout today's series. It was mostly due to Xiao Jin and Shan Jaifu really getting work done, but Hillsong, like you see there, just came in, did nothing, and tagged back out with it using a point, so might be sounding a little harsh on this guy, but really you have to be a contributor for the 3rd member of your team for your team to find success.
Or he does come in for that interfere, but nothing too much is being done. Xiao Zhen is taking some damage, but he healed up.
So much heal.
Wow.
A song there coming in for the interfere. Tries to get to up in the area, but doesn't lead
Ground
to
ripple.
Xiao Zhen putting a lot of damage. But
Nice.
another
Down to
tag
Zhai Fu Chen.
point being used for Shan Chai Fu to come in.
All right. They are using up their resources pretty quickly, especially the tag points on Team Sky.
Maxim Ivanov just carving down the familiar. Puts him under the stun though while he was
All right,
focused
there we
so
go.
well.
The
This
aerial
is the one I'm
combo.
talking, the aerial combo with the Soul Fighter. Force that reaction to B2, but still puts in a significant amount of damage, which he does heal back
Yeah.
with the summoner. And
And himself.
seems a little bit unfair to be honest, but that was a lot of damage initially.
Yeah.
Going from Shan Zhai Fu, and also Zhu Xiaoxian.
Oh, this time Zhai Fu Chen is in the air. Defensive interfere comes in from the Blade Master.
Gokovenko, without that escape, he has to be a little bit careful. Second wind is gone for this guy. And Shan Zhai Fu, with also second wind being gone for the next 10 seconds, has that body swap along with Gokovenko, but
Alexi's familiar will be going in way faster compared to Zhai Fu Chen's.
this might be Shan Zhai Fu's chance to go in pretty strong here. The interferes are there for both sides. Oh, interfere coming in for Maxim Ivanov. Maybe try to get him into the air. Does knock out the second win from Shan Zhai Fu, but it might be the Soul Fighter and the Warlock combo once again.
All right, very close, but now Husung is in here on the field. He has to do something for his team other than take damage from that Super Sunflower.
Takes the
Oh no.
second win out.
Oh
Not being able to do
no.
much. Really just
Oh
die
no,
out.
this time they are getting what they have been doing. But he
Tags
was able to tag
in.
out. Wow.
But once again, does nothing.
Yeah.
Takes damage and tags out using his last tag point available. A song became the Achilles heel, if you will,
Yeah.
of this Sky side.
The area now offensive interference.
This is what they wanted! Artem Ogosov getting out with that aerial combo coming from the Soul Fighter and the Warlock. He should have watched the VODs, and he should have found out a way before this game began of how to deflect that combo from coming in. GC Busan Blue was successful in doing that. They weren't. Now they're gonna be down one man. Maxim Ivanov gonna be coming back out, but in very much of a disappointment of wow. Artem Ogosov, out of anyone, it has to be the summoner being the first man out.
Yeah.
It's gonna be crucial over to R&B Gaming.
Wow, just giving that one opportunity. You know, they
So much
perfected
damage.
this aerial combo
Yeah,
right
definitely.
now. You know, even though it doesn't work out every time they want it to, that one time it works. Another one, here we
they're
go.
gonna go for it again.
Here
Shan
we-
Zhai Fu along
ooh.
with, yeah.
But
So-
he had to use his escape and tag out, and Alexi is now out on the field.
And you see the desperation measures whenever that air combo comes in. Opponents,
Yep.
I don't know if the R&B Gaming maybe weren't even aware of this combo. I mean, if they watched just a few minutes of our VODs, I mean, would have been aware, but seems like they didn't have any defensive strats against the air combo.
Yep.
Obviously, which
Now
leading to
both
the death.
sides are out of everything except for Zhai Fu Chen and Alexi with that one tag, and Alexi uses that last tag point. One more minute until everybody gets an interfere point back, so it will be a 1v1 for a minute.
Will be and Shan Zhai Fu, after getting that one kill, with the help of Xiao Zhen on the Soul Fighter, feeling very comfortable about their situation.
Last tag is used by Zhai Fu Chen as well.
Oh, wow, solo effort coming in from Xiao Zhen. Classy there. Second win being knocked off, along with the flock of blades. Maxim Ivanov is in a dangerous
there.
situation. 3-minute mark still hasn't come through, so he's gonna have to solo it down. Xiao Zhen. Maxim Ivanov not finding as much success as he did against Husong in game one, but as we realize now,
Another stun again. Here we go into the aerial.
Maxim Ivanov
Ground ripple.
has to be careful. Doesn't have any tag point. Doesn't have any escapes. Somehow he's gonna have to escape this danger for the next 7 seconds, in which they will get the interfere back.
but
But he's
it's
gonna go for the
backfiring.
counter attack.
But that heal is just, you know,
Insane.
yeah, insane. Burning Tundra.
Gokovenko, Gokovenko,
And Maxim
defensive interfere.
is- Tab
He uses
escapes
time
out.
escape. Yeah, he has to come in. There you go. Let's see, Gokovenko comes in, using the time distortion to give the second win right back. So you want to make sure Maxim Ivanov use that time escape for the benefit.
All right, Zhai Fu Chen
Got it
comes
right
in
back.
also. Same thing. Okay.
Oh, Maxim Ivanov getting that heal back through those deflections.
14 seconds for that tag out for Maxim right there. Will he be able to last? No,
Zhao
it doesn't seem like
Jun
it.
single-handedly knocking off Maxim Ivanov, and they are now 3-1 in terms of man point. And Zhao Jun might go down. Alexei
getting punished.
Golkovenko. Mike, very close. Golkovenko really tried to go for the efforts there. Zhao Jun is very much needed to put out the damage in, along with Xiaofu.
Oh, Windstorm combo once again.
Going for solo now. Zhao Jun is
Yeah.
going to be force tagged out in 5 seconds.
He's running away. He was so aggressive
Now he's
until
running
that
away.
5 seconds left. And he just started to run away slowly.
He just played aggressive for the 1 minute and 30 seconds and saw the clock right away at 5 seconds still.
Yep.
Golkovenko.
Now Chen is out.
Xiaofu is going to take a little bit of damage. No interferes, remember. Other than the Zhao Jun that has been used just now.
Yep.
Now they will have no interferes. So Golkovenko, just one more opportunity for this guy. Does poke him out a little bit, but he gets poked out by
the
Xiaofu.
blade.
And Shan Jaifu finishes moms in a solo effort. Golkovenko and the entire side of R&B Gaming could not get it done this time around. And now it is finally even, 2-2.
Yep. So the efforts of R&B Gaming winning 2 singles in a row is just down the drain for losing that one tag and tying it up 2-2, and we will be going back to our set 4 and 5, which are singles again. And you know, this time around we'll probably get to see Jaifu Chen's Blade Dancer come out. I just want to say godly Blade Dancer from Jaifu Chen, because nowadays we don't see that many aggressive Blade Dancers in the tournament. Usually they're out for the supporting role in tag matches, but you know, Jaifu Chen coming out in for the 1v1s and playing and being undefeated is just amazing.
I mean, you're talking about those exciting types of Blade Dancer.
Yeah.
It's been around, at least in Korea.
Yeah.
Might have been existing in other regions, but now that we have the World Championship to see all kinds of different players. We saw Satoshi Sekimoto from Japan, the Nielsen fan club, one of those godly Blade Dancers that you like to
Definitely.
describe. And definitely, Shan Jaifu has joined the club today, showing his worth of what a Blade Dancer can be. Something definitely Koreans haven't been showing with the Blade Dancer in recent times.
Korean Blade Dancers don't deserve to join their club. 'cause
Definitely not.
Definitely, they're not the fun Blade Dancers to watch compared to, you know, Sekimoto, and we have Jaifu Chen, the fun Blade Dancers.
Really are, and entertainment is part of this game, and they do provide top entertainment with those classes. They do play with the Blade Dancer.
Yep.
Yeah, hopefully see at least one of those games with Shan Jaifu back on the Blade Dancer. That's what we're hoping. We see those Chinese fans cheering on for Sky. Good timing to cheer on for these guys because they're back onto even, and now they're on even terms. You can just move forward. I see him grabbing the mouse. Shan Jaifu, he has his hands on the keyboard. Will we see the Blade Dancer that we've all been waiting for? Game 4 will start very soon. You see who's gonna get the side for Russia. See the hands on the keyboard and the mouse. And it will be Golkovenko to face up against Shan Jaifu, and finally back on that Blade Dancer for the singles. He doesn't really need to play Warlock anymore now that he's in the singles duty. He's gonna come back to see whether he can get a first lead in the series against the Russian side of R&B Gaming. Sky has made their appearance for the first time today. They don't want to go out in forces, be eliminated on the same day they made their first appearance. We're gonna see whether they can get their first lead in this series. Sky from China, and see whether they can get a 1-point lead over R&B Gaming from Russia. Let's get it on. Finally, we do get to see the almighty Blade Dancer, Shan Jaifu, against Alexei Golkovenko, Warlock of R&B Gaming.
There we go. He makes that first move onto
Aggression.
Alexei.
Wow, see these unconventional combos this is what interests me really. See Koreans really making
Another
the same
aerial.
exact combo every
And
time.
another
one,
crash.
yeah. Really, the boot is a very unconventional ending. Xiaofu going for once again.
Another aerial
Knocking
and
it.
another crash.
Oh goodness. He's gonna go for it over and over again.
And he's unconscious. He's taking the nap. And there we go, making his move. Second win is out.
Oh, the
Finally,
lightning draw perfectly placed, and there's no escape from Alexei Golkovenko. He has the second win and the void walk on cooldown. very dangerous situation now. Shan Jaifu, just one more effort. Might be good enough.
But this time around, he is in the air.
Kokovenko trying to do the counter damage, not getting much of it. Familiar trying to help out. Poke damage doesn't come through. Shan Jaifu now on the aggression. He knows about 10 seconds will be left on the second wind. Does he go for this? Familiar trying to block him as best as he can.
Oh, finally
That's a
he uses
lot of
the
damage.
ascend.
And lightning draw doesn't even need it. As it's back on cooldown now. The master, Blade Dancer, gets his head down running. Kokovenko is in sheds as he does lose out in a very dominating performance by Shan Jaifu to get his team on the first lead of the series. 3-2 now.
Yeah, I haven't seen a Blade Dancer
That good.
this good and this aggressive. And, you know, playing aggressive sometimes backfires on you and your opponent sometimes punishes you for it. But this time around, Jaifu Chen's Blade Dancer is just, it's just like the Punisher.
It's on another level, really.
Yeah,
and
it is.
You talk about counterattacks being a risky thing, a proposition for the Blade Dancer if the opponent goes aggression on you. But look at how he plays, though. Shan Jaifu leaves no room for counterattack. Every time the opponent comes back, he goes on another aerial.
Yeah,
Where
and we
are-
will be moving on to 5th set. And why do I have a feeling Jaifu Chen is going to come out again?
I would love him to. I mean, when you got 100% win rate in this World 2017 in the singles, why not? We're going to see Maxim Ivanov setting up on that keyboard. Will he see him? It's going to be a Blade Master and Blade Dancer if our predictions are correct. Oh, it's taking a long time to show us. Shan Jaifu is back on. Maxim Ivanov is going to be the next challenger in line to defeat the almighty Blade Dancer we now know as Shan Jaifu. Currently at R&B Gaming are down 3-2.
Yep.
Whether Maxim Ivanov can pull us back to even. And skip over game 6 and go over this game 7 if that is a scenario.
Yeah, but Jaifu Chen may keep his 100% win rate in Worlds 2017 and make it 4-2 and maybe try to end it with a set 6 single as well.
We're going to see really if he can do that, if he can even extend that to the finals maybe. A singles 100% win rate is an impressive result, depending on how far you go, but made it pretty far so far. Whether he can extend this over to another 100% win streak, we're going to find out. Shan Jaifu on the Blade Dancer. Stay on. There we go. After winning another single, Shan Jaifu is back out to just extend that 100% win rate to another game. His next victim is Maxim Ivanov from R&B Gaming.
Yep, this time around, Jaifu Chen is forced to use his escape first.
Well, that affected
Back
though.
roll chase.
Another stun into the Phantom Grip now. Second win has been used right away from Ivanov.
Yep.
So much moving around. Maxim Ivanov seems confused.
Knockdown. Oh, flock blades. All right. Oh, this time around, Maxim is kind of retaliating against the style of Jaifu Chen.
Yeah, definitely perhaps spectating the last game when his ally was defeated.
The lightning draw was wasted. Did not land, and he is in the air for that.
Shan Jaifu now not facing the same exact opponent he did last time. Just spectating,
Knockout.
did a lot of work towards Ivanov. He might have figured out, but now goes into counter damage.
Ascend.
Ascend does go up in the second aerial. Doesn't have the lightning
Another
draw.
knockdown. Another knockdown. He is just knocking his opponent down after.
But we can definitely see Ivanov being patient and really looking for the opportunity as long as big damage doesn't come towards Shan Jaifu. Goes on a stun
in
here.
there.
Second wind is available for Ivanov. He's going to go in the second area to lightning draw most likely.
Nope, it's Jaifu Chen. He always
Everything
sees-
unconventional.
Yeah, there we go with
Really
the
is.
unconscious.
Let's see. The second man on Resident Sleeper in World 2017 is Maxim Ivanov.
Oh, he's waiting for that second win. They're playing mind games.
Really
It's not even
are.
funny right now.
I mean, Ivanov has been impressive just by the psychological work behind this, but this might be his chance. Shan Jaifu is going to go down, and 3-3 brings Maxim Ivanov to a great win against the Master Blade Dancer, Shan Jaifu.
Yeah.
Whoa, look at him. He looks
Wow.
confused.
He was like, oh, my 100% win rate.
Oh, that's what he said?
Look at Maxim.
Ivanov,
he feels relieved.
he completely deserves it.
Yeah.
He played the mind games against Shanghai for a while. Everyone else just tried to go in at him.
Yeah.
Maxim Ivanov took one step, and he takes 2 steps back just to think about what he will do next. And really the mind games going back and forth. Definitely Shanghai Fu was involved in that mind game as well. Really going back and forth on what they were trying to do, and really Ivanov won out that battle. Being patient, even just laying down on the being
I
the
hope
best.
they just show it when Zhaifu Chen had him down right here. Oh no, it wasn't right here. This was the end. But there was a moment where Maxim was down and Zhaifu Chen was, going close to him, hitting him once and backing off. And waiting for like a second and then going back in, hitting him once and backing off because he knew Maxim had the second win and he didn't want to get knocked down from that second win. But he ended up not using it, and that means Maxim won the mind game and was able to save that tab escape, receiving the least damage possible.
It actually resulted in a really malleable win for the side of R&B Gaming, thanks to Maxim Ivanov picking up a win against the undefeated previously Shanghai Fu on that Blade Dancer. Now we're going to be back onto tag, which will be the last game of the series. We'll decide whether Sky from China or R&B Gaming from Russia will head on to the semifinals, while the other losing team will go down in elimination. Could be Sky making their first appearance in Worlds today. It could go down in the same day they made their first appearance. Really doesn't want to do that, but at the same time, R&B Gaming really looking to get the win and proceed further and make Russia proud. Being one of the 4 prestigious semifinals left in this tournament.
Yeah, and if Sky does make it up, it'll be all Asian countries. But if Russia makes it, it's gonna be very different compared to last year's, because Russia is their first time participating as a region, and them making it up this far is just already amazing. But if they make it up to the semifinal, that would be even better.
And this is definitely the most impressive result that a first-time participant has had in this World Championship. Whether they can extend this over to the semifinals, we're gonna find out in this last match between Sky and R&B Gaming for this last match. Let's get it on. Now for you guys who might not be aware, Russia has their own gaming region for Blade and Soul, and it's not affiliated with the EU region. Being that case, that one single nation has produced good enough talents. Especially that guy over there, Maxim Ivanov, has been spectacular for this team.
Yep, and that early interfere from Sky did not pay out. And if you see the points right now, 2 tag points has already been used by R&B Gaming, and it has just been 30 minutes.
Third one.
Yep, a third one used, and the aerial combo coming in.
Might be crucial. I mean, I'm sure they have a reason behind why they're using all these tag points in this first 30 seconds of the game, but
yeah, I have no idea why though. 3 tag points being used, not even 30 seconds into the game. And they're all at full health. And Zhao Chen is already still out there. 45 seconds left for the force tag, and in there!
This might be why they started as Shanghai for taking a lot of damage from Alexei Golkovenko. And Zhao Jun coming in, trying to counter that damage onto Golkovenko now.
Wow.
It's confusing now, we don't know anymore.
Sung is in now, and he has to, make a name for himself, redeem himself for not really doing too much compared to Zhao Chen and Xiao Jun.
Too much, you say, Andy. Probably has done nothing. I would have to say, Song, I would like to be nice to this guy, but based on his performance, his team needs much, much more from him to get that semi-final spot that they're really acquiring. Once again, does nothing and gets out. Zhao Jin comes back in, Soul Fighter.
Interfere comes in from Zhao Chen, but he is very low on health. He did get a little bit of heal. There we go. Zhao Chen.
Even off.
Blocking. The knockdown block from the Blade Master.
And Ashim, Ogosov coming for the defense, but it turned into an offense actually.
Second wind.
Forcing out so many escapes away from Zhao Jin. Ivanov still staying strong, having still all that tap escape available.
Yep, defensive interfere coming in.
Song
is just wasting his
again
escape and just going back in.
Second interfere where nothing happens from the interfere. Song even has to use 1 tag point after being carved out damage-wise. Shanghai Fu is going to be back out onto the field, but Maxim Ivanov has done well enough that he beat out the Blade Dancer variant of Shan Zhaifu. Will he be able to work against the Warlock Shan Zhaifu? The initial answer is yes. He got damage onto him. Ivanov really has to be careful. Zhao Jun is knocked back with Olgotsov coming in for that interfere. Reaction 2v2.
Reactionary, and you know, if you see, R&B Gaming has used a lot of their resource points very early. Now it's been just
Zhaifu, is he gonna be knocked up? The Warlock being knocked up is huge, and that is gonna be a very much of an advantage towards R&B Gaming, but they have to be careful. Gokameko might be knocked out. He has no tag point, so all the defensive efforts has to be put into this one play to make sure he's not knocked out.
Alexi!
Oh, he somehow survives.
Not for long!
And he's gonna be knocked out eventually. Zhao Jun does the clutch play of exactly what they needed there. Knocking off Gokavenko was the key factor as soon as Shan Zhaifu was eliminated. Now it's gonna be Hassan back out again. What will he do?
They
Question.
They both have one tag point left, but Maxim does have that one interfere point.
What am I? Uses his tab escape, deals no damage. Uses his last tag point with Zhao Jun.
Oh, double
That point
aerial! Oh, that last interfere was kind of wasted, but there we go.
Okay.
Maxim making his move, landing that stun for the summoner to do
That's
the
gonna be
rumble
lovely.
combo!
He flips up in the air. Zhao Jun, will he be knocked up? That will be the ending blow.
The Rumblebee is constantly going at him.
He has no tag point. No interferes. Ashim Ogosov, he could knock him off right away. Maxim Ivanov comes in for that chase. And Zhao Jun is successful. One more hit will knock off Zhao Jun. There we go. And that's going to be Hassan left remaining in the game. This might be over for the side of Sky.
And he gets chased right away.
This might be over.
Looking good.
Maxim Ivanov has numbers on this guy, but taking the damage from Hassan now. Will he be able to finish? First time he does something, will be a kill towards Maxim Ivanov. Will it be though? We're gonna find out very soon.
That back roll
Sacrifice!
chase. That back roll chase, if that landed, Maxim would have died.
But he's
Oh, there
still
we go,
gonna
gets
be
poked
knocked
out.
up.
Wow.
Hassan, he doesn't need any good performance from here on. Just one play now to knock off Ogosov, and he will be the hero for the rest of the lives for the side of China.
The cat! The
The summoner! Ogosov! Will Hassan be able to counter back? He has the second win available. He's gonna go forward with it, but taking another poke damage from Ogosov. This is gonna be crucial here. Uses the second win in a very dangerous situation. Hassan, will he be able to make out alive? Ashim Ogosov, he's gonna go for this all. Just one more projectile, and that might be enough. Heals back for a little bit. Hassan still
He does
staying
not
strong.
know what to do against this cat.
The cat
he definitely doesn't
is
know.
bringing a lot of confusion towards his song. Ashim Ogosov is just one step away from bringing his Russian side. R&B Gaming over to the semifinal, and there we go. R&B Gaming, they do well enough to beat out the first seed from China to make it to the semifinal as the first ever participant in World 17. They are to the semifinals.
Wow, that was a crazy game. Every time we are about to end, something crazy happens. And even Hassan, you know, he hasn't been doing anything too much to contribute to his teammate. But at the end, even though he did end up losing, he showed us, you know, he is deserving to be on that team, even though they did lose out on the first day there for coming in. Congrats to R&B Gaming. First year participating as a team and as a region, they make it to the semifinals.
They are the only rookie team from the entire World 2017 to make it to the semifinals, and it's the prestigious 4 spot alongside GC Busan Red, GC Busan Blue, and we're gonna have R&B Gaming joining those forces in the semifinals for their glory, and they're completely deserving of it.
Wow, that was just amazing, and it's very unfortunate Zhaifu Chen was the one that to get knocked down early on in the game.
That was crucial.
Yeah, and Zhao Jun actually did try to do as much as he can. Oh gosh, it was a crazy game going back and forth, knocking each other out one by one.
Alexei Gokabenko, as you see right there, knocked up as soon as Shan Zhaifu saw his action in. But it was more importantly, without Zhaifu, Hassan, I mean, of course he did very well at the end, but overall contribution still has to be added towards the overall equation. And the fact of the matter is, the conclusion is that Hassan did not contribute well enough for the benefit of his team. And really, the R&B Gaming, all 3 players contributed to an equal level, and they were good enough to beat out the Chinese side.
Yeah, and I just want to say, even though, we're talking about contributions, and at the end, Zhao Fuchen was doing so well, and then in the last match, he ended up dying. So I want to kind of fault him as well, rather than just going all the blames to Hassan. Like you said, Hassan wasn't doing too much throughout the game, but he ended up being the last man alive, whereas, Zhao Fuchen was doing super good early on to the mid game, and then, he ended up being knocked out first. If you are the superstar of the game, you have to carry your team until the end.
And that is the reason why Shan Jaifu did not see his dreams come forth, because he wanted to literally solo carry his entire team over to the semifinals, but could not get that done with being the first man knocked out in Shan Jaifu. You see R&B Gaming getting that prestigious win stamp back to their name, and they're gonna move on to the semifinals, along with Pengandi being that 3rd and 4th team to make it to the semifinals, and we'll be back tomorrow to see these guys once again.
Yeah, yep, there we go. This was what I was waiting for. Tomorrow, Sunday, September 24th, 1400 Korea time. Best out of 7s, all best out of 7s tomorrow. We have, for our first match, GC Busan Red versus RMB Gaming, and GC Busan Blue versus Pengandi. 2 non-Korean teams in the semifinals. Why am I so happy?
And this is very much a nightmare situation for both teams, who have made it up just now with the 3rd and 4th team being the RMB Gaming and Pengandi. We are up against one of the most prestigious teams in the name of Blade and Soul, GC Busan Red, GC Busan Blue, to 2 sister teams who have dominated the scene for a very long time, at least in 2017, and they have shown so many dominance throughout every team that has been feared of these 2 teams. But these teams, they have to beat them to go to the grand stage next Friday on that grand finals, and that is what both of these teams will be striving for.
Yeah, and tomorrow will also be a double elimination. So, just because you lose one, you can always come back from the losers bracket, because we are picking out 2 teams. 2 more teams will be eliminated tomorrow, and next Friday is the grand finals.
Can't wait. So much Blade and Soul action we've already had from the first 4 days.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys stuck around with us just as we did, but we are going to be back tomorrow for the last portion. Right before the finals begin, it'll be the semifinals to close us all out, to see who's going to be the next 2 teams going to the grand stage on next Friday. So we'll come back 1400 Korean Standard Time, and we'll see you then.
You left me with no choice, my back's against the wall, trapped in the corner like some kind of animal. We started off incredible, connection undeniable. I swear I thought you were the one forever. But your love was like a loaded gun. You shot me down like everyone. 'Cause everyone's replaceable when you're just so incapable of getting past indie. Whoa, guess what? Another game over. I got burned, but you're the real loser. I don't know why I wasted my time with you. Whoa, you bad news, a history repeater. You can't trust the serial cheater. You couldn't look it up, but you suck at love. You suck at love. You played me like an amateur, then stabbed me like a murderer. I'm left for dead, another one of your victims. It's not like you're unpredictable, but your act is so believable. I know it's nothing personal, it's just business as usual. You're good at what you do. Whoa, guess what? Another game over. I got burned, but you're the real loser. I don't know why I wasted my time with you. Whoa, you bad news, a history repeater. You can't trust the serial cheater. You couldn't look it up, but you suck at love. You suck at love. And now I kinda feel bad. someone to turn